classic. 2016's. First of all, I'm a New York nigga. New kicks, new chicks, and new fitted. You could put me anywhere, I'ma kick it. 125th G-Dep, let's get it. I hate when niggas say you make real hip-hop. I will still fuck your bitch in Gucci flip-flops. The problem is if I say anything intelligent, you call it conscious like it's somehow not relevant. I agree that this ain't really for KOD, but say la vie out the bows in the SUV. On my way to the Black Oscars, the late Oscar Grant is getting honored. Somebody tell Ryan Coogler he's a monster. And Magic and Jordan will be the sponsors. The great Quincy Jones will pick the artist. For the Robert Glasper Ensemble. Oh, look, it's the LeBron sipping on Armand with the Simmons and the Carters and Obamas. Alright, let me not get your hopes up. The joke's up, got you niggas nervous like the ropes up.
All right, welcome to the Misfits of Comedy podcast. It is your boy, C.A. Travels in the house. I have my guest, Mr. Nathan Lowe.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody. How are you today?
Nathan, where you from, man?
I'm from here. I'm
really
freshly back here. I grew up in Ackworth. But I went out among the world, and now I'm back temporarily, but happy to be
Okay. Where did you go? Where did you go out to
I was
in the world?
In California for 7 years.
How was that?
It was good, man. I mean, it was a lot of astrology.
Astrology. You joined Scientology while you was out there?
I do. I showed up. They didn't want me. I showed up, and they said, "You
Tom
too
Cruise
cheesy."
Didn't want you with those
Tom
curls?
Cruise said I was too cheesy, man. I don't know what the deal was.
Oh, okay.
No, they actually have an open mic at the Scientology Center. Do you know that?
Fuck no.
Once a month in LA, they have a Scientology open mic. It's catered. There's food. There's beverages.
Oh, they're gonna laugh your way into taking you into their religion.
Oh, just creepy smiles, like convincing open micers. Like, that was the really good bit. That was really good. Hey, wow, you have a future. You want to come tell your secrets in this dark room?
Right. You want to go in the main room?
Come back, please. Tom Cruise said he loves your work. He talked to me back there. He's wearing a chain like, dude, what was that? You see him on that speech, and he had that Flava Flav chain on?
He did.
There's a picture of it. I don't know. Can we pull stuff up? I mean, he's giving a speech, and he has a medallion the size of a dinner plate.
Nice.
On there, yeah.
I believe it.
I went one time, and then they were too nice to me. I left. I don't like that.
That was it. You scared to shut it?
I get scared when people are too nice to me. I don't know.
We won't be too nice to you. How about
Good,
we make you feel comfortable? Mufasa wanted to let you know you funny as hell.
Thanks, Mufasa. I'm sorry you got thrown off that mountain, man. That's my bad, bro.
He's another comedian out here, man.
Oh, nice. Wait, did I meet Mufasa?
He said he saw you at Uptown one Saturday. It might have.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I've been doing a lot of weird stuff since I've been here, man. Yeah. There's like some cool spots, and that's how I saw you.
I saw you in Douglasville. I was about to say, I saw you in Douglasville at Allure, and you did a good job, man. You did a good job using an all-black room, and that room, they're notorious known for not really listening.
Oh, I got them to listen.
You did. You held their attention, because they will hookah on your ass, drink, talk, play on their phone. You will have to grab their attention. There's a lot of other spots out here, and a lot of places around Atlanta. You got to really grab their attention from the get-go.
What's the girl's name and the guys in there running that? What's that? What's their names?
Don't get me lying. She's gonna kill me because I talk to her all the time.
Very
tall young lady.
Very nice.
Yeah, she's beautiful. Angie,
yeah. Angie, and
she just got injured too. I was just texting.
What? How'd she hurt herself?
I think playing baseball or some softball.
I'm sorry you're hurt, but that's a funny way to hurt yourself. Is baseball? It's like the most relaxed professional sport.
I'm sorry, love. That's him laughing. I'm not.
She's sliding into first.
Right.
No, I've enjoyed it. I've been doing some weird stuff in bars where there's like as many audience members as teeth.
Right.
But I got to do Punchline was great. Laughing Skull had some shows there, or just their mic thing or whatever.
And 4 minutes I don't like.
No,
I'm not a fan of that shit. I stopped doing it. I did a bunch of them, and they're like, I don't want to drive all the way here, fight traffic to park.
Yeah,
I like the half fucking minutes.
I like the Punchline though. Why are y'all connecting your comedy clubs to other things? It's like this is a comedy club and a diner.
That's how you get them.
It was cool though. I had a nice steak.
I need to go to the punch. It's been a minute since I've been doing punch. I used to have it when you had to email them, but now they just walk up there and do the bucket. You did a bucket or they just...
No, my buddy Jeff Dye, he's actually famous comedian. He was in town for a month filming a show, and he said, just come on in, come on. I got you on my list. So I got to jump over some things.
Nice. Yeah, Punchline's a nice setup, though.
Yeah, but I'm hoping to get stuff out in Chattanooga, and now that I'm here, I've been in California for so long, and now I'm here. I'm like, all right, I'm actually going to do the road. So I'm going to hit, Nashville, Chattanooga. I'm going to go down to Birmingham.
Thing about the South. Yeah, you can drive to a lot of locations.
Yeah,
and hit some stuff
for people that want to see comedy.
Absolutely.
Because in LA, it's like, oh, this is great, but there's 6 other bands playing tonight, and we don't know where to go.
It's a lot of comedy. It's saturated, just like New York. I'm from New York. There's a lot of comedians, and it's starting to be the same way out here. So how do you think the LA scene compares to Atlanta comedy?
So there's a difference. The difference is that here you can get paid. In LA, everything is like you're getting paid in exposure. And there's so much comedy, and there's so much stuff going. They're like, well, you really just you should be happy to be on stage. And then even at a big club, you can't even really get it filmed because you're not a headliner. So I figured I'm gonna come out here and get some headliner chops. Go around, find some rooms where I can do long sets and have fun with audiences.
Okay.
And do more. There's more in LA, but there's also way more distractions.
Gotcha.
There's a bunch of comics going, we gotta go to this guy's place, he's gonna help us out, and it's just a 60-year-old guy doing blow, like just off a table going, these are the times of our lives, man. And you're just like, our lives? You're 65 years old. Talking to me like we're brethren.
Right. Your life is almost over, sir.
Like, he's like, isn't it weird? Just a couple of young guys like us. I'm like, young, bro, what?
You're knocking on Jesus' door.
It scared me. There's aspects of it. I like the women here better.
Nice. Can't beat that.
It's, they're good people, and I'm pretty positive most of them don't got OnlyFans pages. In LA, you meet a girl at a bookstore and she's got an OnlyFans page. It doesn't make any sense. It's gross.
Crazy.
I mean, not if you have that. If you have that, send the link. Send the link.
Yes. We do not OnlyFans shame here.
We do not OnlyFans shame unless we're dating and you ask me to subscribe, because I think that's a little tacky.
Right. You should get a free subscription, I think.
Exactly. Free subscription. Just text me.
Right.
Text me.
So, as far as, rooms, African American rooms, mainstream white rooms, whatever, do you feel like you got to change the material up? Do you feel you read the audience, you change up? How do you go with that?
I feel like funny's funny. I think a black room will let you know.
We will.
Will let you know if a joke doesn't work. White audience will be like, well, where is he going with this? And they'll let you read from your diary or whatever. Like I started in San Francisco, and that's very much a read from your diary kind of crowd. They're just like, wow, that was really funny, but where was your growth from the beginning of your set to the end of your set? What did I learn about you? And then I come down to Atlanta, you have a bad joke, and it was like, fuck off the stage!
Right.
You just adjust quickly. It's like dating a black woman. It's like a white girl, when you start dating, she's like, I love that band too. Really? The Dodgers? That's my favorite team. Black girl will call you gay. He's like, you like video games? That's gay. And she'll suck her teeth at you.
Fuck boy.
All right. Or the worst, the kiss of death with the black girl is just the, I'll light you up inside. You tell her something you're passionate about, and she goes,
Right. Oh, she caught a little. See, how's your little thing going? They're like, oh, bitch, don't diminish it.
Oh, it's not going anymore.
Your little comedy thing going.
I'm about to get a sales job.
How's your little Uber job going?
But that's the difference. It's like you want, especially if you're young in your comedy career, you want feedback.
Absolutely.
You want to get feedback as often as possible.
How long you been doing it?
I started in 2018.
Okay. You got to be doing that for 5 years?
5 years, yeah. But I was lucky because where I was in San Francisco, you can get anywhere in that city in 20 minutes. So my whole first 2 years, I was hitting 5 a night. Like good night 6, bad night 3.
Wow.
And it was we had a cool crew of comics. We'd all load up in a van and just hit 4 spots in a night.
That's dope.
And the comics who are running shows, they know everybody else is running shows too. So they'll go, all right, we're going to start this show at 7. We're going to start this show at 8.
They give you
start this
time.
show at 9. That way everybody can hit rooms.
That's respectful.
It was a cool scene. It was a really cool scene. And then the pandemic happened. Everyone lost their fucking mind.
Right. You did some of that online shit? I did a lot of those.
I'm straight, dude. I'm not. No, I'm good.
I hated those.
No,
I did just to keep the creativity going because it was too long.
I was doing weird
sitting
stuff.
tight.
When the pandemics dropped, I was doing desert rave shows for hippies. I was doing shows in between like metal bands in a warehouse. Like I got out in it. I put on my hazmat suit and I got out in there.
Wow. Okay. All right.
It was actually, that's what got me a lot through the pandemic when I was in LA was rich people were throwing house parties anyway. So they just invite me up, you get a nice check, or just they give you cash or they offer you blow.
I'm sure blow was always part of the deal.
It was like, well, I mean, it was an offer. Whether or not I took it,
Right.
I'd much prefer money.
Right.
But they just go, well, just show up to our house party and stand in the middle of our living room and make fun of our plastic surgery for half an hour. And then you get paid. You just walk in, make fun of them, and they're like, I am evil.
With their faces tight as fuck.
Yeah, no, they're just, you can't really tell if they're laughing or not. And the girls match in a different way. Like they got the same face.
And titties.
There's a girl get mad if she's wearing the same outfit at a function. But then you see a girl bought the same face.
Right. Like, you really mad. Bitch, I'm gonna slice her fucking face.
Is that doctor?
Right.
Yeah, man. I'm happy to be here, though. I miss the South. I miss aspects of it. I miss being able to have a day and work and get stuff done. I was getting pulled in all kinds of different directions over there. And, like, my family's here, so I'm happy to be back near my family for a while. When I figure out where I'm going next, I might stay here. I might go to Nashville. I might go to Austin. Everyone says Austin's great.
I heard that.
But also, Austin's saturated, man.
Is it?
I mean, people are saying, like, Joe Rogan's new spot, the Mothership, is the most amazing. Everyone says it looks amazing. And they say, well, we have 2 open mics a week and opportunities for people. And then I hear from guys who've been there saying there's 200 people in that line.
Of course. They want
for that open mic.
They want to say I did a spot.
But now it's like, yeah, a guy who's been doing it for 3 months and he has a TikTok that went viral because he said a word in Chinese and that like ticked the algorithm or something. And now that line's full. I'd much rather go do shows where people want to see comedy and build it up. And then when you get to a place like that, you have a little more credential.
Right. So doing comedy out here, it has its moments where it can be kind of cliquish at times.
I've noticed.
And you have a lot of rooms where there can be more comedians than audience members. How do you feel about that? Do you still perform or do you?
If I get to a show and it's all comics, I'm gonna pull out my foul stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see. It's like if I can make that guy blush, that neck-bearded dude in the back.
Okay.
Who's just talking about maybe killing or touching kids. If I can make him giggle,
right.
I think maybe I chop that up as a win. I'm not gonna go out and do a tight 5.
Right. Exactly.
I'm not gonna do a tight 10, even for like. But I'm gonna go to the stuff where I'm like, I would be a little weirded out doing this in a bigger room, because it's maybe a little bit on the edge of your side. Right. But no time on stage is wasted. I don't think. Like people who go, oh well, the room sucked. I hate that.
I don't know what they're doing in California, but they have been known for folks stealing material. I'm sure they're doing it in California too, but.
Good luck stealing my stuff. I'm tacky.
So I'm just saying, they'll
steal my material. People will know. They'll be like, that joke sucked.
So, how do you feel as far as a comedian? Is there any topics you stay away from? Anything that you feel that may be too offensive? Then I ain't gonna do that. I mean, I might get.
I have a real Republican bone structure. Like I got cop face real bad. So me touching on race stuff, I don't really do it a lot.
Okay.
There's something like we were just talking about black women and stuff like that. Like that's easily accessible across the board.
Right.
Like politics, I just think it's boring. I think politics stuff is boring. Like yeah, Biden's dead. We get that. Like he's a walking corpse. That's great. And like if you can do a spot on impression, congratulations, you're dead on stage. Like,
right.
And Trump stuff's played out. I'm like, it bores me. I don't really like it. I don't like doing it. I talk mostly about relationships. I talk about a lot of the stuff that men and women have different from each other, which I guess could be considered controversial now.
Right.
It depends on where you fall on on all that stuff.
Right.
But honestly, like, I would do trans material in a gay club in San Francisco, and that's how I knew that joke worked. Because it's like, if I could write a joke that will make the people that joke is about laugh earnestly, that's where I think we're all equal.
Absolutely.
If I can make jokes about something with you and you not feel overly sensitized by it, that means that I won.
Right.
And if I make a joke and you go, well, that really offended me, I'm not sure if we're going to be like friends.
Right.
Like, well, I'll nod my head at the comedy club, but if a comedian's like, said something really insensitive to me, I'm like, I thought we were comedians.
Right. You, of all people, should know.
And like, I'm smiling the whole time. I don't think I've ever said a malicious word to somebody.
Right.
But I'll make some jokes about stuff. There's, I don't have any material about pets.
I'm not a big pet lover.
I love animals, but I'm like, yeah, dogs are funny.
Yeah, I think I need to start going because I'm really not a big pet lover. You just made me open up to something. I might go start fucking.
Dude, we're gonna write some pet jokes tonight, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna hang out after this.
Yeah.
We're gonna write some mean
really
Chihuahua material, bro.
Pet lover. I think I did one ever. I think a lady side-eyed it, and I was like, I ain't gonna do it again. But fuck it. That was years ago. I'm gonna go back to that shit.
Dude, you want to hear a bomb story?
What's like I was on action anyway.
Dude, when I was about a year into stand-up, and I was doing some shows in San Francisco, and I was seeding a bunch of these weird shows around SF, so I was having some good success. And I came back home for Thanksgiving. I was literally probably 9 months, maybe 10 months into stand-up, and I thought I was dope. Like, you know, you get that first year where you're like, man, I'm amazing.
Right. You get false intentions.
Oh yeah, and I'm already laughing over all of my own jokes anyway, so I'm like, the crowd loves it. I'm just hearing myself laugh. And I like to think I fixed that now, but I was about a year in, and I came here and I got a gig at Oak Comedy Lounge. You remember Oak? Mm-hmm. So Oak was a cool spot. If anyone here doesn't know what it was basically a nightclub. Like, it was filled out. There was velvet rope. There was a big TV behind the bar that had the comedian projected on the screen.
Yep.
There were VIP rooms in the back with TVs.
Yep.
And I got there 15 minutes early because I'm me.
Right.
And I got there, an empty club, and I'm thinking, no, this is terrible. And I get there, and it's just a nice, like, middle-aged black lady sitting there, and she goes, oh, sugar, don't worry, just go sit down by the thing. And I felt warm. When a black lady calls me honey or sugar, it's like a blanket. It just feels nice.
It does, absolutely.
And I went over there, and the booker comes up to me, and he goes, you're the California guy, right? I said, yeah. He goes, I don't know if we have room for you, but, like, just hang out here, get a drink. And then the place fills up, hundreds of people.
Absolutely.
And my good friend Fatima Talia was there. It was the first time I met her that night. She was performing. And I see Tyler from Wild Night goes on stage. Tyler Chronicles. And he has the list on his phone. He's like, I got the list on my phone. And he made some joke about the text messages being green or something like that. And I go, all right, I'm not going up. Great. And then he brings me up. The two guys go on stage while the second guy's on stage. The booker comes over and goes, California guy, right? I go, yeah. He goes, cool, you're next. I went, oh no. And I said, what do I have left? Does he have 5? He goes, that doesn't matter, you got 5. Okay. They brought me up to California Love.
Nice.
I'm wearing like a pea coat that I didn't deserve to be wearing. And I went on stage and actually had a good set. They were making fun of this guy in the front row. For the first 2 comics, I went up and said, to be fair, I'm not gonna pick on you, but blue hoodie with a red hood, pick a fucking side.
Right.
And it was like, oh, the white boy said pick a side. And the show went very well, and then the booker comes up to me after and goes, I'm booking you on a show tomorrow. And I'm thinking, oh, my ego's out of control. I'm thinking, oh man, I'm the best thing that's ever happened to this.
He had glasses?
Huh?
He had glasses?
I don't remember, man. He was about this tall, about that wide.
Oh, okay, that may not be. I'm about to say Maurice Sims, but go ahead.
But he said, I got you on a show tomorrow night. And he brings me on, and I'm so excited I tell my sister about it. And my sister's little white friend, too. And I go, you guys got to come to the show. And we show up, another room, I'm the only white person. This time, they're serving dinner. And I'm seeing the room is full again. He goes, you're going first. I said, you're putting me first?
Oh, yeah.
Which is mean to do to the only white guy in the audience.
Oh, yeah.
And he brought me up to something really cool, like, here's a white guy.
That's what he said?
Yep, that was his intro for me. Here's a white guy. And I could hear, as I'm walking up, I could hear forks hitting plates.
Right.
I could hear the knife hitting the plate. And I get up on stage, and my sister and her friend are still at the door. And at this point, they don't want to come in. They're just kind of like,
in case he bombs, we can walk outside.
Leaning from the outside. And I swear to God, as I get on stage, I hear from the back of the room, someone very under their breath just goes, "The fuck?" I just tanked everything. My heart drops, and I was throwing every joke I thought I had at the wall. Just nothing, like worse than nothing. They were too busy eating their food to boo me, which was wild. And I got back in the car afterwards. He goes, "Great set, man." And I'm like, "Oh, thanks." I get in the car, and my sister's in there, and we're driving back, and she looks at me, and in the sweetest voice, but it hurt more than anything I ever heard, she just goes, "Well, you're good at a lot of stuff."
This wasn't your night. This may not be it.
Like, you're good at so many things. And it just twisted my heart. But that happened because of a good night at Oak Lounge, and that was here in Atlanta. Worst bomb right here in Atlanta, baby.
It happens. Definitely Atlanta will let you know. What's your best moment on stage? What's that right there? Why is it doing that?
Let's see, my best moment on stage, about 2 years into stand-up, I met Jeff Dye, and this guy, he's a great, amazing comedian. I met him, I was hosting a show at El Cid out in Los Angeles, and he saw me hosting. We had a buddy in common. He invites me over, we start hanging out, and then we start doing some stuff together, and then he invites me to go with him to perform at the House of Blues in Vegas.
Okay.
So I'm probably 2.5 years into stand-up, and I go on stage, and I'd done, at that point, maybe 20 minutes. It was probably my best set. And Jeff, another really talented comic named Randy Valerio, is middling. And then Jeff does an insane amount of time. Like when we were at the Punchline the other day, he did 1:30.
Ooh,
and just of stuff I'd never heard before. And then he did another show, I heard a new 40. And I'm like, this guy's he's been doing it for like over 20 years.
That's good. That's good shit.
And so we get there, the House of Blues, and it's the VIP area, and this was during the pandemic. So everyone in that room was basically like a millionaire. And it's a lot of people, like more than I'd ever seen, kind of gathered together. And we're in the green room, and there's like Van Halen guitars on the wall and stuff like that, and they're bringing in high rollers to meet the comedians. I'm just like, I don't deserve to be here. And I'm thinking, all right, I'm opening, I'm gonna get maybe 10. And Jeff goes, "Oh yeah, man, you're opening, cool, yeah. You got 30.
30? Wow. As an opener? Wow.
Because Jeff was doing 90. So I'm thinking, all right, out the window. Here's everything, and you know how sometimes you get off stage after a show and you go, "What did I miss? Like, what jokes did I miss?"
Yeah, you always do. You're like, "Damn, I could have missed the opportunity."
I got off stage after that and went, "No, that was everything."
I emptied the clip on this bitch.
That was every single joke I had. And then Jeff brought me up the next night, and I think I got 38, 40. Like I just got to keep going. And that's what gave me confidence to where it's like, all right, I can do these longer sets. I'm used to being able to...
I think once you get to a point where you start doing 20, then the 30 ain't that hard. Because I remember like doing 15 was like, 15.
Yeah.
And then you get to 20, and as increments go up, you be like, that like 30 ain't that bad. I can do 30.
Yeah. You
40, like, 45.
You think. And then
I got
you
45
get on stage.
Yeah. 45, strong. But after that, is when I see people hour and a half, I'm like, eesh, I gotta work on.
But there's always comics, especially like old guys have been 15 years in, they'll go, all right, whatever a young comic tells me he's got, I'm cutting that in half.
Right.
And I have to respect that.
Right.
Like if I say I got 45 and a veteran tells me I got 20, I'm like, you're right. You're right, I have 20. But then a lot of times you get close to the end of that 20 and the audience is really feeling you, and you could figure out how to use crowd work to get from one bit to another bit.
Yep.
Instead of using crowd work as a punt, like when someone, like a joke doesn't work and a comic goes, well, so who's from out of
Start
town?
fucking with the crowd.
Yeah, and the audience can pick up on that. They can feel that.
He ain't got nothing else.
Yeah, but if you already know my next bit is about girls that like horses, and I see a girl in the audience that's a horse-like looking girl, you know, a lot of gums. They usually got a lot of gums.
You said horse-like looking.
You know what I mean? Like horse girls.
Gum girl.
Girl like watch a lot of Disney movies. But you can see that, and you have like an honest moment with the audience, and then you can bring that in. That's where you're really. I feel like the cooking's a little bit different. You can start to feel sets in a longer way.
Yep. Out of body experience. 10 years from now, what do you want somebody to say about Nathan Lowe?
Best lay I ever had.
I'm talking about a cop.
Oh, yeah, me too. I'm trying to sleep my way to the middle.
Okay.
10 years. Yeah, I saw that.
That's what it is.
Yeah, if someone goes, yeah, I remember, like, because there's so much content now.
Right.
There's so much.
Right.
And if I could get to the point where people actively remember my jokes, if a comic tells another one of my jokes when they're coming up and they're just, you know how we just riff old bits to each other.
Yeah.
If I could get to that would be really positive for me. My success is, do I have enough money for an accountant?
Right.
So I don't have to think about it.
Right.
And do I have enough money where I'm making my living 100% on doing shows and not feeling stressed about it?
That's good.
Yeah, I don't have wild aspirations. Unless Tom Cruise, I'll join Scientology. Let's do a movie.
He's pitching, Tom.
Mission Impossible 30. Let's go.
This is the way to get him. Look at them locks.
We got a 5-minute pause together.
Look at them curly locks. You need somebody else. He can stunt double before you do something. Y'all could a fucking bromance movie. I don't know, something.
Dude, bromance with that age gap, that'd be more of like an Epstein Island kind of thing. I don't think I'd like that. That's a weird look. It's a buddy movie. He's 75. This guy's 30.
Yeah.
What are we gonna talk
Sit
about?
on my lap, Nathan.
Whatever you want to talk about, man. What kind of toys do you like?
Right. Sorry, man. I asked every comedian this. Top 5, dead or alive. You got they in town in Atlanta. You got your last dollar. Who you paying to go see?
Top 5, dead or alive. My Rushmore. Are there 5 people on Rushmore?
Shit, that's a good question. I thought it was 4. It's 4, right?
Yeah, it's 4. My dad's gonna kill me. He's a big
History
Channel guy. Yeah.
Definitely gonna get kicked out of the family. But go ahead.
Let's see. My best one, just based off of what we were talking about too, Patrice O'Neal I go back to all the time.
Man.
So Elephant in the Room is probably the best.
It's on my top 5 stand-ups of all time.
Comedian, like that special right there is
killer.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Everything about it's gorgeous.
Top to bottom.
I like, so when I think about longevity, like Brian Regan, he's in there.
Okay.
I think he's a little more accessible than Seinfeld. Like, he's a comics comic. He is down for the hang. He likes that kind of stuff. It's hard to say this one because it's in my heart, but Cosby.
Okay.
So
a lot of people say Cosby.
Well, that was the first one I saw. It was the first special I saw, Bill Cosby himself.
Yep.
And then it got a little weird. Got a little weird finding stuff out, but I still think he's in there.
I mean, you can't take away his.
I mean, you sure can. You sure can.
I hate when you can't take away his artistry. You can separate the man and the shit he did from the artistry. Like he was a comedian.
Yeah, but top 5 dead or alive, because it's like there's all these new guys that I love right now,
right?
And I'm wanting to just throw names, but then when you go back, Stephen Wright.
Oh wow,
Stephen Wright.
I see Stephen Wright coming up
because it's a different style than mine. So it's like I like kind of more long form stuff, more talkative stuff, but just to see that dude do 90 minutes of straight one-liners and not sell it,
which is something I haven't mastered.
And he doesn't sell it. He doesn't sell anything. He's just like, I have a trophy wife. But she was in first place.
Right.
See, you get a lot every time.
It's very dry, but it's
no selling.
A lot of one-liners that's a lot to do.
I'm not afraid of heights, but I'm scared of widths.
Right.
Just wild stuff. You'll always get a chuckle. You'll always get a chuckle, and I'll just throw that out sometimes. Like if I'm meeting somebody for the first time, I'll just throw that out, and they'll go. I'm like, and it blows my mind. It's like a magic trick to me.
Yeah.
To just
get better.
Bareface say only words to somebody.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of my stuff, I have to be kind of out there, and I move around. You saw my stuff.
Yeah.
I'm a mover.
I am too.
Yeah.
Mostly for nerves, but definitely I think moving keeps the crowd a little bit more engaged.
And who are your 5?
My 5?
Yeah.
You're still missing out 1.
All right, I'm gonna think about it while you tell me yours.
Definitely Patrice, Dave, Chris, Martin, Bernie.
All right, that's a good list. I'm gonna put CK in there, since I'm already putting comedians that have had problems in there. I like CK.
Again, just a solid comedian before.
Yeah.
Shit. So, I mean, that wasn't even a big deal. Let me not say
he's doing okay now.
Right.
He's doing all right.
Right.
He's back in it.
Right. All right, that's a good list. I like the list. I like Stephen Wright was definitely.
Let me ask a question real quick. I usually don't ask, but I'm gonna ask. You know, me and Slick, we be watching comedy specials or we be watching comic, and we notice that it takes some of them so long to get to the punchline. Do you all, this question is for both of you, because I just want to ask it. Do you all try to time the from the beginning to the end of the punchline? Because we be sitting there and we like, Jesus Christ, when is it gonna get to the funny part? Like,
I do.
Sometimes it feels like it's an hour, like 30 minutes, but it's actually maybe a minute or two.
Well,
it just takes a long time to get to the punchline. Do you all time the time you get to the point, like from the beginning to the end of the joke? Do you time that? Like, say, I don't need to be over 30 seconds.
I do.
Well, for me, I'm still a young comic, and I get uncomfortable if there's a lot of that length. Mm-hmm. Like, I want it to be at best every 5 to 7 seconds. But I don't remember who said it, but it stuck with me. They said it's like blowing up a balloon, right? There can be a long pause, but that pause is getting bigger, and that's how big the laugh has to be to make that pause.
The build-up has to be worth it.
So if the juice isn't worth the squeeze, if that balloon isn't worth the pop, then that's time wasted. Now you're having to win the audience back for wasting their time.
So when you telling a joke and you telling a story, like Dave Chappelle's a master at that, right? You tell a joke and it has to have a strong, super heavy punchline. If not, you're gonna have to riddle that joke with a lot of small bits, little punchlines leading up to it, right? You can't just, like, if you're doing someplace like the Laughing Skull, place like that, you don't have the ability to do that type of shit. But there are comedians that they do have Netflix specials and shit like that. They can get long-winded, but again, the build-up has to be worth it.
Sometimes they're getting that for the wrong reason. They wanted this,
right?
And they don't want laughs. They want like, oh, you're right. That is something I've never thought about the police, and you're like, oh, okay. Was it worth that? Was it worth the diatribe, getting up on the soapbox? I don't know.
But some people like, there's a formula, and a lot of people follow the formula thinking in a minute, and they'll say in a white crowd you're supposed to get 2 to 3 laughs in a minute, in a black crowd 5 to 7, right? That's the form people get in. So that's why you hear we get heavy on the punchlines, because in our mind we're not doing well until we hear continuous bomb, 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 bomb. Well, a lot of times the white crowds, they allow you to, like he said, develop a joke, and they want to see where it go. I have a joke that I don't do really often in black rooms because it's offensive, right? They feel it's offensive, but I've done it in a mixed crowd, mostly white room, and they love it. There's a room about my wife at the time being pregnant, and I hiring a hitman off of Craigslist to kill her. That room does not do a good job in black women's room. They don't want to hear that shit. How dare you? This is the closest thing to being deaf, and she got pregnant for you, ungrateful bastard. Yeah. But I did that joke in a mixed crowd, mostly white crowd. Went to the bathroom, white dude came up to me at the stall and said,
I killed 3 of my fucking lives.
He said, I almost hired somebody to do the same thing. I said, dude, do what? That bitch you did about the hitman. I said, dude, what if I'm an undercover cop? What the fuck you doing? You don't never admit that shit.
All right, let's back that up. Hilarious idea for a movie. Undercover cop who is a comedian.
I was like, what the fuck?
Just saying wild shit.
I'm at throwing my dick, like, you don't ever admit no shit like that to nobody, especially in a fucking urinal. Like, he's like, oh, my bad, and walked out.
To that, like, a joke can have a punchline that you are already seeing a long way away. But that doesn't mean the stuff in the middle can't be funny.
That's what I'm saying.
Because it's like, if it's a story, you got to introduce characters to that story. You're talking about weird things. Like, you're trying to get... The best sets feel like a conversation between you and the audience.
Absolutely.
And the audience feels like you're having a conversation when there's inside jokes between us.
Right.
And we don't have the same friends in common, but I can describe someone to you so much that I can halfway mention them later and you're already laughing.
Yeah,
because you're remembering what they're described as. It's like we have a friend in common.
Right.
And so there's ways to do those jokes, I think. There's ways, I think, to do those jokes where people are engaged.
Right.
And I think, like, sometimes if someone's doing a long joke and the audience is feeling like they are lost, that's on the comic.
That is on the comic.
Like, it's your job to make sure that they don't feel lost.
To make that connection, absolutely. All right, so let's get to some of these topics, my guy. All right, so let's see. There's a naked Florida man. I love Florida. Have great stories come out of it. Naked Florida man chases people around and cops around in a ChikFilA parking lot with his dick out and tells them they're gay if they look at his penis. So he's just chasing them around and say, hey.
Sorry, Uncle Florence, you told me you weren't going to be on this episode. That's my bad, dude.
Yeah, Florida has a lot of weird shit that comes out of it.
I like the gay entrapment part of that. I like that. That's good because ChikFilA doesn't like them.
That's how you get them on camera like that. They do support gay. Look at the dick outside the
Look at
parking
all
lot.
these gays out. He liked that one extra spicy and crispy. Because you know that dude's got a crispy dick.
Running outside the parking lot.
Yeah, you're naked outside. Something's crispy on you. I don't know, man. That's somebody
So
that's,
it's Florida heat too.
that's burnt.
It is Florida.
How long did it take to catch him? Is that part of it?
They ain't said how part of it, but
Did he say my pleasure?
thank you for coming.
They always say my pleasure. You know
yeah.
that? They have to.
They have to. I never know that.
Oh, dude, next time you're in the line, just keep saying thank you. Watch what happens.
They say my pleasure.
Oh,
They have to.
I've held them for like 3 minutes one time.
Oh my god.
Because they're like, it's $5.75. I'm like, thanks, man. Really appreciate it. They're like, my pleasure. I'm like, no, really, thank you. And they're like, my pleasure. I'm like, dude, seriously. All right, you stay there. I'm gonna come to you, but thank you, thank you. And they're like, my pleasure. It's like the tone changes. That's when you know.
I said my pleasure.
My pleasure. I want to see if I can get one mad, but I haven't. They're like Mormons. It's crazy.
Right, they're so well trained no matter where you are. Like, yo, you never have an off day?
Dude, if you popped a flat in there, they will change that tire for you.
And it's the teenagers, it's everybody. Like, how the fuck you get all of them to be in one accord? And the Burger King ones,
I'll tell you how.
the McDonald's ones are like that.
The cleansing blood of our Jesus Christ.
That's what it is.
Of our Lord
I always
and
say
Savior.
it's God's chicken.
It is God's chicken. They're respectful, and guess what? God is to thank for that.
God is pleased. God is pleased.
I like that story. Wait, he called the cops gay
He called the cops gay
for looking at
his
it.
dick.
Where'd they put the cuffs?
I don't know. That's a good point. Maybe have a little one for him in that area. Burger King is
These all
facing
fast food related.
No, okay. I just want to go right back to another fast food one. Burger King is going to face a whopper of a lawsuit. Alleged burgers are too small. People are alleging the burgers are too small. A judge has ruled that Burger King must face a class action lawsuit accusing the chain of false advertising, and it joins the ranks of other restaurants that are having issues like McDonald's and Taco Bell because of advertising of size.
Imagine you're a judge and you spent 15 years learning how to be a judge, and you're like, I'm gonna be like Batman up here. I'm gonna take care of crime. I'm gonna do stuff, make the streets clean. And they're like, we need you on this burger case, John.
The people versus Burger King.
He's sitting there in his robes at home going, damn it, they are small.
Hey, YW Sharice on Instagram says she worked at ChikFilA as a teen and she still can't stop saying my pleasure.
Really? How old is she now?
You don't ask a lady how
What was
old
her name
she is.
again?
No, I want to know.
YW Sharice.
Cerise, thank you for your service.
I want to know
My pleasure.
if she uses my pleasure in other places. That's all I need to know. Is this applicable to other things?
That'd be
Sharice?
nice though. You're in bed with a girl and she goes, my pleasure.
Right, that's what I want to know.
That'd be nice.
You busting up like, oh, this is the best pussy ever. My pleasure. That'd be the best shit ever.
I'm like, wow, are you Asian? This
Right.
is polite.
This is incredible. I love it.
I'd love to get him my pleasure.
Man. Mm-hmm. That's it. Her rollover. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm alright.
You should see the size of the Whopper.
Right. All right, so there's a sex therapist that claims she saved hundreds of marriages by sleeping with her clients. Her name is Olivia Bentley, and she's an intimacy educator and teaches couples how to spice up their sex lives by hosting 1 to 3 hours of sessions, teaching them saucy tips and tricks on even jumping into bed with one of them.
Man, I can't even afford that Bentley. That's annoying.
You don't think? Would you?
Her name's Bentley, right?
Right. Olivia Bentley.
Wait, read that last part again. That was interesting.
So she jumps in. She teaches them how to have sex with each other and spice up tips. Give them spicy tips, and they have 1 to 3 hours of a session they can do.
I'd like to see the longevity on that. I'd like to see where that goes.
No,
Like-
most motherfuckers hang in 20 minutes. So I got 20 minutes. I got a full hour.
No, I meant checking in with those families again in like 3 years. I see, because
She's fine too.
Of course she's fine. There's no ugly, like if you had an ugly therapist, she's like, let me get in there.
Right. Let me suck
She
this
talks
dick
like she'd
real
been chewing cigarettes since she was 14. She's like, come on, the problem with your sex life.
You have no idea. Let me get in there. Let me get in.
Right.
Come on.
Let me
spit in my mouth. That'll be $200.
You gotta have sex with a nasty girl and then pay her for the hour.
How do you like that?
I don't believe in it because like where I was in LA, it was just like a little bit of personal experience.
Nice.
In LA, all the polyamorous people that I met were miserable.
Really?
Miserable people.
So poly is big out here. Too.
Is it big out here too? All right. I'm not saying they're jealous. I'm just saying they check their phone a lot. A lot. While it's like, yeah, my girl, she's out there with somebody else right now. I don't care about it. I don't care about anything, man. I'm like, what's she? 2 minutes later, they're just out here like. It doesn't make sense, man. They're like, oh, this is my girlfriend, Sunflower. She going to Burning Man without me. I'm like, okay, all right. You're getting cucked. You're getting cucked there, friend.
Sure is.
So, I don't know. If my therapist was like, oh, fuck her, all right.
Right.
I would be suspicious. I'd be a little stitious.
If you paying her and your wife is like,
what if it was great?
and now what? Now you
And then now you're back at home later,
Right.
and you're like, let's do it again. She's like, let's call Sunday.
right.
What are you talking about? All right. Well, I guess. All right. If she is that hot, I don't know.
She's hot.
What do you think about that? What's your take?
That's gonna be hard. If she motherfucker's good,
Of course, it's gonna be hard. You got two women.
You're gonna be like, oh my god, this is terrible. Let's go to the sex therapist. We gotta bag this one back out.
I'll be starting
I'm
fights.
starting up shit.
Starting fights around the house, just
Right.
knocking her shit off like a cat off the table.
Doc, she doesn't want to have sex with me. So what? She's on her period. What do you suggest? Show it to me.
I suggest you to just put your mouth guard in and go for it.
Right. What do you suggest?
They're gonna
Right.
gang up on you though. Those girls are gonna gang up on you if your game's weak.
Right.
Because you don't want your wife talking to your therapist about your dick and then your therapist knowing that it's true.
Right. That's the worst thing, right?
Yeah.
He can't last more than 5 minutes. I know that shit, girl. Like,
It's 2.5 minutes because there was two of
fuck
us.
up, bitches. Hold on. I am in the room. I'm gonna cut your damn down. This is $175 an hour ain't gonna work.
Oh, and you're with the therapist and you're trying to make sure you're giving enough attention to your wife, but the therapist is really hot. You want to get home. It's like, I saw the way you were looking at our therapist.
Right.
I saw the way you were looking at her.
Right.
I saw her. Don't talk to me. I was like, I
Right.
thought we were trying to fix our marriage. Shut the fuck up with this marriage stuff. And then now you're sitting there and you're in the therapy office and you're trying to talk about your parents or some relationship or something like that, and she got the cleavage shirt on and you're just going,
Fuck my parents.
tell me about my mother, your mother. Yeah, mommy. I mean, my mom. My mom did that.
That's funny. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's definitely a recipe for disaster.
I don't like therapists. I don't know.
At all?
I think it's good to talk to somebody. I get it. I don't trust chiropractors. That's what I was thinking about. I don't trust them.
You don't?
They don't got real names, man. It's not a doctor.
The chiropractor I went to when I got a car accident didn't do much of shit for me. I got more from physical therapy than a chiropractor.
Because
He
he's
had a bunch of
not a
fucking-
doctor.
He was telling me, yeah, go over there and do the shit I taught you.
Wait, did he have a last name? Because every chiropractor I met's like, I'm Dr. Keith.
No, he had a last name. I don't remember.
Was he wearing CrossFit shoes?
I can point him out when I see him though. He was one of them Indian guys, and I was like, yeah.
Walking like this.
He showed me a few exercises and never did anything else again. He's like, yeah, do this shit that I taught you. Now I'm in the corner like this. He's like, yep, that's it.
Yeah,
Run the build from him again.
He pops your back. My friend does that if I haven't
He
seen
don't
him
pop
for a
my back. I
while.
never got none of that shit.
He got
the machine.
You got Chiro tees, bro.
Right.
You got the chiropractor tees.
that he does a little and pressure points, and then I get up. He's like, all right, that's it. You can see the person. I was like, nigga, I want some of the squeeze you. I want all that pop shit I be seeing on TV. I ain't get none of that.
Well, you go to a doctor and they're like, here, these are some pills that'll fix your problem. Chiropractor's like, I'll see you next week because you're going to be worse.
Right.
Because you got a problem. It's like I'm trying to take like a 90-year-old Cadillac to get fixed.
No, physical therapy is way better. So
Physical therapy, those are real doctors. Well, not really. They go to physical therapy school, and chiropractor school is like they got crystals and
I feel like they did this shit online because there's no fucking way.
yeah,
I was
Reiki
like, good thing
healers.
my
stuff.
insurance is paying for it. His insurance is paying for it. This is bullshit. 9 weeks of nothing.
Hi, I'm
3 times
Keith,
a
your
week.
chiropractor. I'm an Aquarius, and
Lay in the back. I said, what the fuck, man? Are you doing a pole punch in my back? Like, this shit was stupid.
No,
It
if
was
your
a little
chiropractor was like, you know what your problem is? I haven't fucked you and your girlfriend yet.
It'll straighten you right up, sir.
That's the thing right here. You know what's really gonna help your back is my penis.
Right. This is gonna make me punch you in your fucking face, Doc.
Come on. Beverly told us. What was her name? Bugatti told us about it.
Billy. Hell no.
She had a car name.
Yeah, exactly. So there was approximately 11,000 runners at this year's Mexico City Marathon, and they have been disqualified after being found to have cut the course at some point during the race. The disqualified runs represent more than 1/3 of the 30,000 people that ran in that race. So 30,000 people that ran, and 11,000 of them cheat the course. They took an Uber ride.
So they crossed over a border.
They ride a bike. They was in the marathon. They ain't leave Mexico. They just try to cheat.
No, I meant they
Right.
just don't got respect for borders. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, they fuck all that shit. Rules. They said, hey.
And that's well over half. Is that over half of them?
1/3 of them.
1/3 of them. Give them a trophy.
So they was like, Hernandez, where's Hernandez? What the fuck? And then you just pop up near 1 mile away from the you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Finish line.
That's because they were trying to get there early for the cookout. That's what that was.
They were Coronas.
Yeah, because
Coronas at the end
I don't know.
of
Have you ever been to like a pure Mexican cookout?
No.
The food is they'll have enough for the people they invited, but that's not who's coming.
Of course.
Mexican cookout, there's always an extra 20 to 30 people that
Right.
come. So if you're not there in the first hour, you are shit out of luck.
And starving.
So that's what I'm thinking happened. I'm thinking these were the people who knew that they were going to get some food after,
And it's cheated.
and they didn't want to be too late.
Yeah. 11,000 people is a lot of people to say, fuck this.
That
I'm gonna
must
cheat this shit.
It's like, oh, good job, you ran fast.
Right.
I don't like that. I don't like marathon people. They're good people for a cause or whatever. But if you cheat for a cause,
Like you said, there ain't no boundaries, baby. What's they call us? Fresh water? Untapped limes? Like,
I still like Topo Chico. I like that.
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, baby. It's hot. Mexico's hot.
That's
They
funny.
say it's
That's
different.
funny.
So, I mean, I might cheat for that motherfucker. I'm not gonna be out here this real rain. Cartel might snatch my ass up. All that shit, motherfucker. I'm about to do this whole shit. They out here scouting and shit.
When someone's like, you cheated in the marathon, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry.
Right.
Did I cheat? Did I cheat at your walking for a while?
Yeah, I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
But
don't
also,
cheat at the Super Bowl. I'll care about that cheat. No one's betting on a marathon.
right? Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
And if they are, get a job.
Unless you're in Boston.
Awesome, man. That's a different kind of bet. That's a different bet. That was a bet
Talk about the
against
bomber.
eternity. I know.
Right. He's betting that shit gonna go off right about now.
Yeah. Donkelsaurus Rex. What was his name?
Right. He was definitely betting that shit's gonna work. He's like, yeah, that's enough people in this area. Buckle.
Now that's the one you want to cheat on. Like he was in the Uber. He's like, really? What happened?
Right. If you're in the Boston Marathon, I'm definitely cheating that motherfucker. Where was the spot that happened at? Yeah, I'm gonna take an Uber around that bitch.
That's right. I'm running marathons in Mexico from now on. This is ridiculous.
Speaking of Mexico, recently, like America, they decided to go in front of their Congress and show a UFO, whatever, or alien corpse that over 1,000 years old. 2 of them. They just casually pulled out their coffins with the glass cases and just, started teaching. Hey, Papi, look at this. Okay, we got these dead guys. They silverish. They all real. Oh, look, and they put them up, and now I think it's a distraction. I think America and Mexico got some shit going on, and it's for to say, all right, let's talk about aliens now because we gotta do some other real shit behind the scenes, and we need to keep America and young folks.
I mean, that's just them letting us know that they're ready to make some good horror movies. Like they're proud of their prosthetics.
That's what you think it is?
Finally caught up. They caught up to America. Either that's an alien or they just went and got like an Aboriginal from Australia that's like, and they were just like, it's an alien.
Look at those cheekbones.
It's an alien. Look at it. And we're like, no, you're an alien.
Right. I just find it funny that all of a sudden we've been talking about it forever and they keep denying now. It's like,
how long is it?
Fuck it, go ahead. Yeah, we have aliens.
How long have they had it? They say how long
They
they've
said
had
it's
it.
1,000 years old.
They've had it for 1,000 years and just hit it.
And this is passed it down from administration to
They're
administration.
Carbon dating.
No, I'm just saying this pass it down like, hey.
Don't tell them about
By the way, it's a pile of fucking shit over here and the aliens.
That's a rainy day fun right there. Like, we're waiting. We're going to hold on to the aliens.
Right. Don't tell them yet.
They say they look like concrete.
They did. They look
Like
old
concrete.
as shit. They look like
Look like
fucking
concrete?
monuments. They look old as shit.
2,000 years old. Is that the one? It looked like it had something in its chest.
It looked real small and a little bit heads and they did like little stone monuments. Like
Isn't that just a peach that they look exactly like we thought they'd look?
right? Like the movies.
Billions and billions of planets and stars. And we're like, no, little green fuckers, we were right. We were right.
That's
We got that right
how
in the
we knew it was
50s.
gonna look. That's exactly how we thought he was gonna look. They was gonna look.
It's just Alf. They just brought out Alf. It was him.
That's my guy. I love
We were
Alf.
right.
That's
We
my
thought he
show.
was a puppet.
No, that was my show.
That's so funny. I don't.
And because of it, Netflix is bringing out a thing called Encounters, where tons of millions of people talking about their abductions or they're seeing that type of shit.
They're like, we're about to go to war with Russia, but for real though, these aliens.
Right? They say it's real aliens.
Yeah.
Mexico said it's real aliens.
There's
Yeah.
real aliens in the crowd going,
Right. Aliens probably like, what the fuck? See, that's why we're gonna take y'all over. Y'all be out here bullshitting. First thing they're gonna do before you take us to aliens, we just want to say those other motherfuckers aren't us.
That's funny. If you just outed them into revealing themselves, they're like, no.
We was
We're
gonna
huge.
wait, but y'all keep pulling up bullshit. We just came here early to say them motherfuckers ain't us. Now we gotta blow y'all up off of GP.
They're there just to show us how big their dicks actually are. They're like, no.
That's not it.
We roll deep.
Right.
We roll deep out here.
And we get to make the iPhone so much better than this shit.
It's the new 15. This is actually an ad. Plug away. iPhone 15. Go out tomorrow. Stand in a line because you're a tool.
I just got the damn Pro. Y'all better not slow my shit down for this fucking 15, bro.
I got this one. I'm still paying for this one, and it looks
They
like
have
I
a
shot
lawsuit
stuff.
too for that shit. Y'all already got a class action lawsuit. You better cut that shit
it
out.
was updated, let's slow your phone down.
Of course it does.
That shit updated without me.
I was
knowing
saying that in
last
college,
night.
and people thought I was insane. I was like, they're killing our iPhones.
They used to kill the batteries.
Yeah.
They make the batteries not last no more.
I've been denying it, and this shit, I popped up this morning, shit said, the new update. I said, motherfucker, I denied it for the last 2 weeks.
There's a
and
name
now
for
they saying
that.
they just make it do it
They
automatically.
call it planned obsolescence. And it's
sounds
like
like
since like the 50s, they've been doing this. They're like, we're not making cars out of metal anymore. Like a light bulb's supposed to last 100 years. And they plan it and go, they're like, no one's gonna buy this stuff anymore. So they plan for it to break in the early stages. And it's happened with blenders. It's happened. Look at a video of like a commercial for a fridge in like 1950. It's iron. There's like sections for your wine bottles. There's a spice rack in there for some reason.
Right.
And it looks amazing. It looks as good, if not better, than fridges that we have now. And we're like, why do I have a Keurig?
Right.
Why am I putting little cups into these things?
Right,
It doesn't
right,
make sense. And it's obsolescence. We're supposed to do that. We're supposed to want it. I want the next one.
Yeah.
The next one takes a selfie.
Yeah. Because you can't make some shit that lasts forever.
And so now we got, guess what? New hotness. We got the new aliens.
That's it.
This is a 2015 alien. You haven't seen the 20.
Right. This old shit. We are way more advanced than
New
this.
alien footage. This one's an inch bigger.
Right. So yeah, they let us know that shit.
I'm calling BS on that. I don't know. When the CIA starts giving us files, I get skeptical.
When they stop volunteering and shit.
Yeah, we were supposed to find it, like Jason Bourne.
I love Jason Bourne. That's my shit too. Or National Treasure, you could find it like that.
Oh yeah,
That's a good one.
Oh wow.
like
Or your wife's so hot. It's my best Nicolas Cage. Or.
That's a good one. I like Nicolas Cage, but everything he doing now is on
Declaration of
Netflix.
Independence.
It's this company called Portal, and they're a European company. They're aiming to connect people across the globe with real-time digital portals that allow passerbys to interact in real time in other countries. So it's going to be a bunch of monuments, digital monuments or whatever, big circle, literal portals like you see in movies, and you're going to be able to see. You're going to be in New York and be able to look in Australia as someone else looking through a portal on their side digitally. And wave, hey, good day, mate, from over there, or whatever it is.
That's gonna be. I can't wait for Portal beef.
So it's going to be portal beef.
There's gonna be mad portal beef, man. Someone's like, heard Brazil was talking shit. And all there, yeah, I don't care what you talk about, Brazil. That's gonna start a war. What if Portal starts a war?
That could.
That'd be great.
I'm not going to waste my portal in Brazil. Then I want to see one of your titties.
Oh, put one in
Show the
Amsterdam.
titties.
Yeah, put one in Amsterdam.
Right.
Let me see that red light district.
Pass it through the portal. I want some of that. I heard that shit good. Pass it.
Can't see through the phone.
Right. But it might be, you know.
That'd be funny, man. You got Portal catfished.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
Like, no, I'm real. Look, go to the portal.
You know, somebody gonna pull their dick out. Look,
I was just there. I was just at the portal. I missed you.
right.
That's
Yeah.
funny. I saw that. I saw that online.
Yeah.
It was like they made one was low and the other was high.
Right.
That was weird because there was like a little kid looking down on a grown man, and I didn't like that. I thought it was
Like that. It was
aggressive.
condescending.
They're like, we're gonna put our portal up a little bit and show these guys what's what.
I'm gonna be like, yo, put your mom on the phone. Put your mom in the portal. I ain't paying my phone bill this month. Can I reduce my child support? Go to the portal like, hey, just go in the portal, go and talk to her, man. Tell her you love her.
That's funny.
Hey.
Yeah.
My Wi-Fi ain't working.
Bachelor party's like, we're turning all our phones off, but we'll be at the portal at
Right. We'll party at the portal.
we'll be at the portal at 2:35 so you can see we're not drunk.
Somebody gonna try to, can I get one of them gossiping? Can I get a gateway to hell? Can we talk to somebody from the other side?
Someone's gonna hack the portal and they're gonna be like, France blew up. What happened to France? Just puts like a nuclear wasteland there just to mess with people. I would do that.
I would definitely fucking prank the shit out of somebody. Yes.
Portal pranks would be great.
That's just gonna be
I just
great.
want to watch just Japanese people just gayaka lose their mind. That's fun.
When you put King Kong in the background, that's the thing.
I don't know, because if you watch Japanese prank shows, like they lose their
They have
shit.
the best prank shows.
And it's mean pranks.
But it's the
like
best.
the floorboards falling out of elevators.
I was just about to say that one. That shit is fucking hilarious.
So, okay, did you hear about the scratch off dude? Oh, this is messed up. They had this game show. This guy submitted for a game show and they kidnapped him. And they put him alone in an apartment. And the only thing in the apartment, he was naked. And the only thing in the apartment was a stack of magazines. And the only way he could get out is if he won $1 million through these like scratching things on these magazines, like these like mail-in order game show type things.
Right.
He was in there for a year.
Scratching.
And everyone was watching him. It was like the Truman Show. Everyone was watching him. And then after he won, so many people were watching, millions, like 35 million people watching him. They put him in another apartment. And then finally, like he was so good at it now, he got in like a week at that time. And then all the walls fell down and he was in the middle of a studio. And this guy's brain was gone. I do have like long hair down to here, and he's just sitting there just freaking out because he hadn't seen people in a year and 2 weeks.
Wow.
And they were just like, what a loser.
Right.
It was crazy. They got no respect. Virtually no respect.
Yeah.
And part of me respects that.
Part of your respect. I saw
It's like a Black Mirror episode, man.
I think it was a Japanese game show, and they do karaoke. But you doing the karaoke in the camera, and the girls behind you doing jerking you off,
Yeah.
and watching them trying to finish the song.
Before they fit.
Nobody gets to the verse, damn near. Get to the damn chorus. They be like, biggie, kid, oh, see, sometimes, oh.
That's great.
And then she's just laughing and smiling. Watch this. And he's really trying to concentrate. And the shit is, they betting how long he can go. That shit is like, they have the most creative shit. Like,
And I will always love you.
right.
That's
Kind of show you jerk
terrible.
you off.
I believe anything if someone told me there was a Japanese, like, welcome to Punch the Cat.
They get
And they're just
away with
hitting-
everything. They get away with everything out there.
Hitting animals, man. They're weird out there. Stay crazy. I can't wait to see your portal, Japan.
Right.
I'm excited about it.
I am definitely excited about your shit.
Got underwear and vending machines over there.
I'm definitely excited about your shit. That's just gonna be
I
crazy.
don't know why that's the fact I brought up about them, but
Underwear
got that.
machines
yeah, it's like a vending machine just for creepy dudes.
that just happen to be walking outside with no underwear.
No, they're just like, I like that pair, and they're like game used jerseys. Like them girls signed them or something.
Oh shit, that's crazy. All right, so they got rapper Boosie, right? You know Boosie. Mm-hmm. All right, so he talks about Usher, who's been doing his residency at Las Vegas, right? I think it might end in December now because he just extended it. He's saying that Usher's outside intentionally now at this point after Kiki looked like he's trying to break up relationships. And he said if he brought his girlfriend there, his girlfriend better not fucking try to get with Usher or he's gonna say I'll kick Usher in the dick and tell him to get the fuck back.
That's not gonna work.
It's not gonna work.
It's not. I'm sorry. It's like, oh, Usher's trying to break up relationships. No, he's just Usher.
He does have a song called Boyfriend with Keke Palmer on the cover, trolling the fuck.
See, that's just kind of funny. I respect Boosie, I like all that, but don't send your girl out there to see Usher. That's what Usher's gonna do. It's like, oh man, send my girl to go hang out with the lineman of the Packers, and she didn't.
It's ironic that a rapper who talks about fucking your girl is upset that his girl probably
will get snatched.
Oh, practice what you preach, man. I don't know.
He's like, look, I've been around Usher. Usher, motherfucker, is a smooth motherfucker. Ain't from Atlanta. He got all them down south moves. You losing your girl that night.
Yeah, or just take her somewhere, put a hijab on her, and just walk her around.
He's from where?
Chattanooga.
He is from Chattanooga. Yes, absolutely. He is from Chattanooga. My homeboy put me onto that, but he claims it.
And don't put that out. Don't put it out into the world. Have a nice side conversation with your girl and go, please don't fuck Usher.
I'm sure a lot of people's had those conversations and shit happens.
But when you bring Twitter into it now, she's like, there's that other side, like, oh, he told me not to, and I'm crazy.
Going to, right.
And there's a difference between Boosie money and Usher money.
Absolutely.
And there's a difference. And it's a difference that women are going to recognize.
300
million people.
That's what I'm saying. There's a difference between you've been hot for 10 years and you've been hot since I was 10.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. So yeah, you bring your lady to Usher's show. It's definitely gonna go down.
Don't do it. Don't do it, buddy.
Oh, this is actually my last one, and because I saw you doing what you're doing, I was like, let me bring this up. A new scientific study in Turkey suggests that vaping may decrease sperm count and shrink your testicles. The test itself was conducted using 3 groups of rats, which were exposed to cigarette smoke, e-vapors, and control group, respectively. Regular cigarettes were found to be even worse than for men's sperm count and genital functions.
I think we're all right. Part of me is like, good. Because I vape a little bit, and I'm like, I don't even want a house plant. You know what I mean?
So you don't want kids?
I don't want kids. Maybe later, but then I'll get a certified pre-owned kid.
Certified pre-owned kid?
Yeah, I'll adopt. I'll get one pre-owned kid. That's good, off the lot.
Got you. Off the lot. Let me get the one with no trauma, please.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm 30 years old right now. Until I'm 37, I'm gonna treat my cum like it's poison. I just throw it in stuff, throw that away. Pull out all that stuff. I don't care. And what dude's like? Yeah, I got huge nuts. And you're like, cool, bro. Thanks for telling me. That's not the showpiece.
That is not the showpiece. But
if you said it shrinks your dick, I would have thrown this across the room right now.
No.
But shrink your balls, I'm like, all right, man. I'll just take steroids and then I'll have an excuse.
He's got stronger sperm count?
No, I just start taking steroids too because that shrinks your nuts as well.
Right.
And then I'll be like, it was the roids, baby. It wasn't this.
Mad stronger shit.
Because I just don't like smoking cigarettes anymore, and this is a nice comfort.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'll give you that. All right. So, in our show, give us your social media stuff, and give us all your shows you got coming up.
You can find me on Instagram at Nathan Lowe, and then an underscore behind that, just at Nathan Lowe, L-O-E. There's no W's in my name, not like Rob Lowe, not like Lowe's the hardware store, Nathan Lowe, L-O-E. I'm doing shows here in Georgia. I will post all shows that I do on my Instagram page. I think I'm headlining a show in Athens sometime in October.
Okay.
I was talking to my buddy Owen about that. I am going to be filming that one, which is great. So come out and support that, because I'm going to use that tape to do Chattanooga and to do Nashville and to do this and that and have people call. I'll probably do 20, 25. Okay. Might do 30 for feeling saucy. If it's a good audience and stuff is going well, I'll do 30. We'll talk about your parents. It'll be a good time. So that's where I'm at.
Okay. All right. You gave away your social media, right?
Social media, Nathan Lowe, Instagram. I don't have a TikTok. Sorry, guys.
Oh man, you missing out on nothing.
That's what I'm saying. TikTok.
Nothing. I promise.
I dance when I'm alone.
It ain't just not dancing at this point. That shit is way far from dancing.
Well, what was the problem with that is like what freaked me out about it is when it came out, and it came out, I was probably like, damn, it's been out for a while then now, huh? I was probably like a year in, 2 years in. And there was a dude in San Francisco. He's a good dude. And I'm not going to say his name. But he had a bit that was just, and he was a young comic. He was about the same level I was at. We were starting around the same time. And he had a bit, and it went viral. Like, it went crazy viral. Because he was like speaking Chinese or something like that. And that triggered, I think I mentioned that earlier, just whatever triggers the algorithm, especially at the beginning.
Right.
And he got millions of views on that. And then he just started booking. And he had nothing.
After that,
no material, so he was getting booked for these big rooms, and then he couldn't deliver, and it just ruined him.
That's fucking.
And it was, and so I just got so gun shy about that. Now I think I'd be fine. I think like if I could have maybe like a girl that I know that could just have it on her phone and repost everything for me, so I don't ever have to look at it, and it would only help me. That's great.
TikTok's fickle.
TikTok's a fickle bitch.
It's some shit they'll let go. Some shit they don't. You just never know. You're like, I just put some shit up like, let's see how it lasts. And sometimes they take it down to meaning. Sometimes the last couple things they let go. So it definitely, my stuff don't go viral on there. So
it's because you have all that blackface material.
That's it. I'll try better not to do blackface material no more.
Wait, was that the
Facebook?
Was that
Definitely
the one with the?
Yeah, it did went viral. But I'm saying on TikTok, that's what you saying. His one on TikTok.
Assassinating your baby mama? Was that one?
The bit
went viral?
No, that was a skit that I did with another comedian about my girlfriend coming home early and I was cheating and I hit her in the bathroom. And people couldn't tell if it was real or not. To this day, on my way here, motherfuckers like, that's fake as fuck. And I put a caption with me, with the little emoji me rolling my eyes. Like, what I say? I'm like, y'all motherfuckers really don't read captions, do you?
You should have put one of those. Did you put a sound effect? Go, whoosh.
No.
They really don't.
They don't read the caption at all. They are really pouring their lives in these comments. And I'm laughing every day now. I'm just laughing. I'm up to like 600 new followers just because of the fucking video. Video's probably like 370,000 views now. And it's growing. Don't do that.
That's what happened to me. I had one went viral.
Yeah, that
had
shit.
Like 10 million views. And somebody reported it for violence.
Why? What'd you do? What'd you slap?
Nothing. It was nothing violent
in the video.
Oh,
That's
that's
what I'm
weird
saying.
because if they report it, then they just cut it anyway, huh? Just because it was reported.
Right.
That's rude. That's so
I had
rude.
shit reported too as bullying.
10,000 followers from
I was like, it's just women in there exercising. They ain't fucking bullying. Like, they just, the shit they, it's like
That
four
would bug me.
categories.
That would annoy me. That's the reason I don't. I would just. That would take up
That's
my
the downfall
my
of
mental.
social media. I don't like
Pisses me off
it.
so bad.
It does. It should.
I had 10,000 followers.
And you shouldn't allow
That's dope.
TikTok to piss you off.
That was
Like,
TikTok. It was Instagram.
oh, okay.
I'm not on TikTok.
All right. I feel
I've been got TikTok. I've been in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just, if I could just push it onto somebody else, a
Man.
girl I'm dating or something like that, and just have her.
It's so fickle.
Like a fickle bitch.
That motherfucker. It literally says, it'll say in the first couple seconds, we testing it for audio to see if it's inappropriate. And then if it's okay, then they'll let the shit go. But if not, the smallest shit, they'll be like, nope, that's it. And they'll have it up, they'll fuck with you, have it up there for like a day, no sound, and then they start glitching, and now the motherfucker just glitching like. Because I had one with, talking about a sex class, and that shit was on its way to go viral. I was probably at 11,000 views. No. At 11,000 shares and comments. It was already maybe at 50,000 views, and they took it off. That's the one they said it was sexual harassment. And my daughter said, I asked my daughter, I was probably my fourth video. She's like, Dad, it's because the words you were used. You can't use dick on, excuse me, you can't use that on social media because kids watch. I'm like,
You're like, bitch.
there's so many other bits. Like, I'm watching comedians who say worse.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, is it? I'm like, I hate this shit.
That's weird. I'm just now, so it's like I purposely didn't. I didn't post any of my stuff for the first like 4 years because I'm like, I wanted to make sure, like I saw that happen to my friends. I'm like, I want this to be done, and I want it to be ready. I want them all to be very good. So when I do have stuff flowing, like I have a 30-minute special that I shot in Los Angeles that I want to chop up and post out.
Absolutely.
And I have like big sets that I want to do and chop up and post
Absolutely.
out. And I'm now having to deal. I'm putting out reels now for the first time, and I'm
That's
like, I
how you
have
do it.
the bank
snippets.
of stuff.
Yep.
So like, yeah, if you come out, you come out to Athens in October, maybe you'll hear your crazy laugh in the back.
Yeah, that's what you want. You gotta put the reels out, because you putting the whole shit out there. It's not. First of all, people's attention span ain't like that. All right, so they just not gonna put the whole shit. A lot of times I put shit that I don't mind being up there, and I probably has a shelf life. I gotta put on my little Beyonce bit. Beyonce's shit is gonna be over in a little bit. It has a shelf life. I can't use it.
Beyonce's gonna be over.
I'm talking about the concert. It was about the concert recently.
Because the ticket thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So I did that bit, and I'm like, I don't care. Eventually the tour's gonna be over, so it's not like that has a shelf life of long legs to it. Unless when it comes back around, what you normally do around tax time again, then I can pull the shit right back out.
Like crowd work, that's evergreen.
Right.
That's like you can always throw that.
You can always throw those out there. Right. Absolutely. So you just pick and choose what you want to throw out there. But again, Instagram and Facebook's probably been my best so far. YouTube, I'm still trying to learn. They have their moments too, and TikTok. So those two motherfuckers. Algorithm just fucked with my head right now.
Don't let it fuck with your head, man.
Yeah, it just
call me, man. We'll hang out. We can talk about it.
Or we can talk about it.
You should meet my therapist. She fucks everybody.
She fucks everybody. Miss Bentley?
Miss Bentley.
Trying to get you on my TikTok, baby.
Bentley, do you miss me?
Right.
I like that. I like that lady. I'm gonna be thinking about Miss Bentley. Wait, you got a picture of her?
I'm gonna show it to you later.
Show it to me later.
All right, y'all. So we had a fun time. Mr. Nathan Lowe, thank you for coming through. We will be again here next Wednesday, 8 o'clock, same bat time, same bat channel. You know all my social media stuff right now. If you don't know, you bought on some bullshit too as well. But I am on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, sharezo.com, where I have sets on there that you can pay for, all that good stuff. But if you have not watched today's show, you can watch it again and again and listen to it over and over again on YouTube, Instagram, Misfits of Comedy, Facebook, Misfits of Comedy. You have Roku TV, Amazon Music, iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, everything major, we're on. There's absolutely no reason for you to say you missed it. You can't hear it, you can't see it. Watch it while you doing the dishes, putting the baby to sleep, while you're in your car, all that good shit.
I do all kinds of stuff. I'm in Atlanta now. Book me. I do bat mitzvahs. I do quinceañeras. I'll do your house party. I'll do a real venue. Text me. Send me a Snapchat.
Coming home from prison parties, gender reveals, so all that shit. Trying to get your baby mama back. I do all that shit. Holla at me. All right. So we see y'all next week. Same time, same channel. Peace.
Chris Classic 2016. First of all, I'm a New York nigga. New kicks, new chicks, and new fitted. You could put me anywhere, I'ma kick it. 125th G-Dep, let's get it. I hate when niggas say you make real hip-hop. I will still fuck your bitch in Gucci flip-flop.